Hi, my name is Cherie and welcome to my journey. Getting out today, I haven't been out in the last 2 days because even though we had gotten over the snow, it's still very cold. Let me show you. I still have reminiscences of snow in my yard. Okay, let me show you. Boom. See there? It's not snow, but it's iced up snow. It's frozen snow. Okay, hold on. So yeah, we have patches of ice that hasn't melted yet all over the place. I have some in the backyard. You know, I've seen some on some streets. And honestly, you know, it's cold, right? Even though it says, the temperature gauge on my vehicle says 45 degrees, right? And considering we're like right in the middle of winter, that's okay, right? Considering that we just got out of a ice storm, it feels a little wicked. It does. It feels a little wicked. Yeah, see, these guys that don't have direct sunlight, you know, wherever the sun is not directly hitting, they have ice. See? That part of the house was in the shade, so the sun did not melt. Because it's not that hot. It's just not as cold. Right? Now, honestly, today, I was really wishing, you know, that I could put my pitties in the car and we could go for a small walk. Okay? Really. That would have been so great for me. Right? But, you know, that wasn't, you know, that's really not what I want to do, right? I don't want to do it because, like I said, you know, there's still ice out here, even though it seems like the baby pitty is, she likes cold. You know, she was out there eating the snow, right? And so she made me think about, you know, the both of them together. It's like I have the sun and the moon, right? She's gray with white, you know, speckles around her, you know, and I'm like, yeah, you know, you are the moon, you know. And then Snoopy, you know, she's just such a golden brown, beautiful dog, you know. She's like the brilliance of the sun, you know. And I just had the sun and the moon right with me, right? And that's how it feels. Okay? That's how it feels. So today is Sunday, right? Let me make sure I didn't let a day get away from me. Let's see. Yeah, today is Sunday, February 1st. It is a full moon. Yes, it is. It is a full moon. It would be the Leo full moon, right? And of course, like I said, it don't matter. The full moon calls me outside. It says, Cherie, get outside. It's a full moon. I'm like, oh, okay. And this is my moon, right? My moon is in Leo. So definitely would be my moon. Sun feels so good. Whew. Temperature gauge says 46. So it's got to be in the 40s. maybe some more dog food. You know, I want to say they're eating like 46 pounds of dog food every 2 to 3 weeks. Right. So, yeah, I am thinking I should just go ahead and buy them some dog food now so I won't have to think about it later, right? Because when I think about shit too hard, too long, you know, then it starts to disturb me, right? Because it's kind of disturbing me how, you know, we're sitting up here not even realizing that we allowed, you know, the West and the East Coast, you know, gentrified, anyway, caused gentrification, right? Caused gentrification, you know, all through the Midwest, especially when they were able to start working remotely, right? They may have started their remote job on the West Coast or on the East Coast, but as soon as they were able, right, as soon as they were able, you know, they hurried up and found some way, you know, to make the cost of living cheaper. Most of them, they came and they bought property over here. I'm trying to figure out how come these women ain't got no coats on. They're standing around here acting like, you know, life is all gravy. Yeah, got me a front row parking space right here. And I'm gonna run in here and get this dog food, right? Because we're down to the last of the barrel, right? I think tonight when I feed them, that dog food would be gone. So, like I said, I give them both about a cup each meal, and they're getting 2 meals. I'm trying to, you know, schedule them to 2 meals and schedule, you know, the breakfast and the dinner, right? Breakfast is around 7, 8 o'clock, depending on how well I wake up, let them out, right? And then they get their breakfast, which is a cup, right? And then around 4, 5, sometimes 3, you know, somewhere around there. Sometimes even a little bit later, just depends. They'll get another cup, and that will be their dinner. So anyway, let me go in here and get the dog food.